Hey guys, I'm making a cake today. So I'm copying one of these TikTokers. He's like a famous cake baker. I mean, he's amazing at making cake. He's a cake boss level up here. Now my level of cake baking is very much down here, very low. Basically, my mom doesn't really let me cook anything in the house. The last time I cooked in the house, I set my little microwave mac and cheese on fire. Whatever. So I'm going to try to do it to my best of my abilities. Like, I'm gonna try my 100% hardest to make it look the best that I can and surprise my parents, because my mom thinks that it's gonna look ugly, but it's not. It's gonna be let's see how I do.
Step 1, my mama always told me to crack the eggs first just in case you mess up. By the way, this is a voiceover because my brother loves to scream at the Xbox and Fortnite, but I will spare you guys from that. But I'm just pouring all this random stuff that you need to, make the cake.
As you can see, I am a pro chef. I'm the cake boss.
Oh, she's looking good so far. I thought I'd narrate.
And I'm stirring.
Keeper makes it look so easy.
Gross!
Ugh. Are we sure it doesn't need water? I knew it was missing something. We need water. It smells really good. It smells like vanilla cake. Oh! I broke the whisk. The whisk is working, I think. I feel like Hannah Montana. Wow. Ah! Why? My whisk is broken. This isn't good.
Why am I going so fast?
Wow, I'm impressed. That actually looks really good for not having one of those automatic little things. Next step is to put the cakes in its pan. I think I need to spray it first. Does it just... I don't know. I'm gonna spray it. How much do you put in a cake pan?
Let's foreshadow. I think this may be where I messed up.
It kind of looks like bread dough. Oh gosh.
Just look at that exquisite form.
Okay, before I fill it anymore, I'm gonna put some in this one too. Switch. Okay, not gonna lie, I feel like I'm doing pretty good so far. Like, I'm having high confidence in my cake baking abilities.
And at this point, it was sticking to the bowl like literal glue. Trust the process.
Now we're gonna put the cake in the oven.
Yeah,
Ooh,
top
it smells
oven.
like pizza.
So I took the cakes out of the oven and they kind of looked burnt, so I decided to take them out, but they got a dent. And then I stacked the cakes together quite flawlessly, if you ask me.
Cake frosting.
Perfect. Look at that.
And then I realized that dent in my cake was actually just it not cooking and it was water on the inside.
If I have to glue it back together, I will. But then how do you get it out?
You just pull it straight out. Don't wreck the cake. There you go. There.
Literally no cake.
That's a little different look about it. But
Keeper would not be proud.
you just gotta make it look like you tried to do it that way.
And what I'm doing here is scooping out the rest of the cake that didn't cook and it was really gross looking. Since I was left with this giant hole in my cake, I had a lovely idea to fill it with cereal. And that I did. You could for real have a whole bowl of cereal. That's how big this hole was in this cake. There's so many purposes for having a huge hole in your cake. Like, you can hide a birthday gift in it.
You know what? I think it gives my cake
Character.
So now that it was stuffed with cereal, this brings us to the problem that I needed a flat surface to cover with icing. So an Eggo waffle, it for real worked perfectly. So perfect. If you have this problem, just use an Eggo waffle. It was like a puzzle piece. I don't know cake terminology, but I think Hebrew said it was a crumb coat, so I just layered it in a really thin coat of frosting, and then I was gonna put it in the freezer and then do another layer.
It's not awful so far.
Well, there's a raw cake over here.
So then I cut out some slices because we're making this a geode cake.
So I cut out some pieces too for the geode cake, and I kind of think I did it wrong and you were supposed to do it after the frosting, but oops, it still worked out.
Cake frosting, and then I iced it with a crumb coat and put it in the freezer for the next step. So then I pulled out my acrylic disc. It's a handy dandy tool that you put on top of the cake and you frost all around it, and then you freeze it with that on top of the cake.
So you see, I didn't have those little rocks. I did have some blue Jolly Ranchers, so I decided they're kind of that glass looking thing, and I will just hammer them and then put them on the cake. 5 years later. Oh, that was a rough impression, but finally we get to decorate the cake.
And put tiny little rock candies in different colors and an ombre effect. And then I got some food coloring and some lemon extract and made a paint, and then I painted it in the crevasse.
I've been working on this cake since I woke up and it looks so good. Actually, it looks decent. I realized that there's Fruit Loops scoops and a frozen Eggo waffle in it, but it looks good. I've been working on this since I woke up, which was like 1 in the afternoon, and now what is it? It's 6:30, and I have put my whole heart into this. Yeah, I'm not using edible paint because does edible paint exist? I don't have that, and I'm not gonna eat this cake anyways because it's not edible. So, you know, I only have my blue Jolly Ranchers, right? So they're all one color, which does not make it look like a real rock because, you know, the inside's supposed to be darker. So I'm going back in with some paint.
Yes, acrylic paint.
Huber, I know you were doubting me for a minute there. You're here, there's nothing. This cake is like worth $1 billion. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. You guys. Okay, I just finished the cake and it looks so good. I really don't know what I was expecting. Like, I had some confidence, but at the same time, I'm not a chef. Okay, are you ready to see it? Ah, she looks, oh my god. It actually kind of looks good. It's hard to kind of show because it's all around, but it's supposed to be like geodes, you know? I'm so happy with the way it turned out, and I'm very impressed with myself. I mean, I know like the inside is literally frozen Eggo waffles, but it's fine, it's fine. So Heber, I loved copying Heber's little TikTok video because it's literally 7 o'clock now and I just finished this. So it was a whole day's worth activity, but I really never got bored of it. And you know, if you make your cake edible, you can eat it, which is even better. Let's try to get a close up. Look at that rock detail. Oh yes, look at that. Like, I'm actually very impressed with myself. Okay, well, that is the cake, and you guys should definitely try to make a cake during quarantine if you're bored because it keeps you very occupied and it's like very nitty-gritty, like if you're doing details. But yeah, I had so much fun making this and I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you enjoy the cake. That's like when you say you two to the... I'm off track. I hope you guys enjoyed the video and think the cake turned out good. And if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.